I've been known as the resident troublemaker on campus and behind the Fung Institute. My goal is actually very simple. How do we move the model forward? And, but the work itself is actually very challenging. Even just to change the master level education just a little bit by having more experiential work involved, as well as adding more entrepreneurship, core business skill, communication skill into the master engineering program, it was extremely challenging. It took a couple years to overcome all the resistance from the faculty at the College of Engineering. And, but at least the effort was worth it. Even though it was difficult to get the program going, but in the end, ever since the program launched, the graduate of the college, I think we won 7 or 8 top 30 under 30. Out of that number, they were all Master of Engineering program graduate from my program, except one PhD and one undergraduate. So now the resistance is mostly gone, but still, it's not easy to change within the university system. It's kind of ironic because universities are supposed to be the agent of change, but they are the last to change. And so the program's been going since, for 10 years, and we are graduating we just graduated the 9th cohort. And about 4 or 5 years ago, I also launched another extension, an undergraduate program, basically building on top of what we've done at the master level. At the undergraduate level, we launched what we call the Fung Fellowship for Health and Technology Innovations. The goal of this program was to go beyond just being experiential, but really to push the envelope, getting outside the traditional exams and grades. I relent on the grades, but we changed the way we're going to grade the students. And the content basically is all based on real-world problems supplied by our partners, many of them nonprofits and companies as well. And we're focusing on 2 populations, kids from underserved communities and older adults, especially in healthy and active aging. And just it happened, it's a partnership with the School of Public Health. The cohort we end up having 1/3 engineering and computer science, 1/3 from the School of Public Health, and the last third we have about 20 different majors. Again, the goal of the program is how do we get engineering and non-engineering students to work together and build a teamwork. And it's all about design challenges. And I'm happy to say, even though the program is relatively young, but every year we tend to win quite a few awards and competitions. So this last cohort, they were the co-winner of Stanford's Global Longevity Challenge. And this year's challenge is about intergenerational issues. And so that is my background in education. And first of all, my confession, I'm really a make-believe Buddhist. I really don't have any traditional Buddhist sort of learning or heritage. I grew up in Hong Kong and went through almost finished secondary school. And let me just make one simple comment. The British system with a Chinese characteristic is the worst of the possible combinations. So I always actually hated school. I know even though I went to school here at Stanford, I just put up with it. I find the school, the mechanic is so rigid. Everything is so prescriptive. Everything is defined. And one-dimensional. So intelligent, first of all, it's not just how well you can answer some of these, tricky questions or mindful subjects. But the fact that everything is just so deterministic to me, I don't know how I survived all these years. And the one thing that I really learned from the fellowship program, because it's really about teamwork. So one of the students actually came to me near the end. She said to me, Coleman, I love the program so much because that's the only class I can come to, and I felt so embraced by my peer. And instead of worrying how I'm going to outcompete all the fellow students. So this is where we are at today. You think about the education system from the very young age, all the way through college, to grad school. You are on this rigid system, force competition on you. There's no option. You don't even think about it. You are, that part of that system is so ingrained. You are always in competition. You are always being judged. And so as we experienced the discussions earlier, what did we have? Monkey mind. That's mentioned quite a few times. We talk about the climate change, the condition, how we actually separating ourselves, from the environment, from this wonderful earth. And that competition, like this winner takes off model. Look at what we are dealing with today, the level of inequalities. Think about all the recent college admissions scandals, right? We are forcing students to create these perfect profiles. So again, yesterday we heard about in the West how difficult for people to accept themselves just the way they are, being imperfect. So to me, that is the root cause. I like to make these crazy statements because that's, just carrying on my troublemaker persona. I think all of this problem starts at the education level because we are teaching our kids. They're being conditioned from this young all the way up. How do you outcompete? How do you outdo others? To the point where it's counterproductive. Berkeley is consistently ranked not only as a top university, but also ranked as one of the most stressful campuses. And that's where we are. So I'm just so happy to be here because I can, really hope to learn from you guys. So I'm going to open up and see. Lou, do you want to start?
Well,